Hey there, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I would love for you to come hang out with me while I do some gardening, baking, and a little tidying up of the house. I wanted to start out by making some yogurt, so what I do is make it in the Instant Pot. I use a whole gallon of whole milk, and I'm just going to set it to yogurt and then boil and let it do its thing. So I have my yogurt going. That's going to take 24 hours, so I want to go outside and start planting some of my seeds. I'm going to do green pepper. I don't know if this is the right time to do green peppers or not, but I'm gonna give it a try. And then I have some summer squash that I'm gonna do according to the back of the package for my zone, which I'm in Florida, so it's like zone 9. It says I can plant these anywhere from March to September. So I'm gonna give those a try. I also have some zucchini that I'm gonna plant. Again, it says March through September. And then I planted like the ends of some romaine lettuce and it was doing so well, but the darn ants started eating it up. I think I have one left that's doing really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to plant some more seeds. I planted a couple while I did the ends of the romaine lettuce, but they didn't sprout or anything. So I'm gonna try to just put a few more in there and see if it sprouts up or not. So I'm gonna be doing all of this just in some pots that I have, and then one of my planters that I got from ALDI. If you haven't seen that grocery haul, I will link it down below. Jason's at work. The girls went over to my sister-in-law's house to tie-dye some shirts and socks and all kinds of stuff and make slime. So it's just Kason and myself here today. So this is what we're gonna go do. And because it is so darn hot outside, I am going to be wearing this neck fan. A company sent this to me and asked that I review it and see how it works. And I have been using this like when I'm cleaning house because I get really hot when I'm vacuuming and mopping because I have a lot of tile floor to mop. This works so good. It really does help keep me cool. I love it. It just goes around my neck. It has 3 different settings on it that you can use. So this is what it looks like. It has, there's the switch to turn it on, and then you can just plug it in to recharge with the little cord. Love this thing. It's quiet. It's not like super loud. Let's see if you can hear it. That's the highest setting. It's bladeless, so you're not going to get your hair stuck in it, which is really good. I don't know if you can see my little baby hairs flying here. So I'm gonna be wearing this while I'm outside planting my seeds. I have some tomato plants growing. I have some tomato plants growing right now that I just took a slice of aroma tomato and planted that, and it is growing. So I'm gonna get those into bigger pots because they're in little small ones. So let's head outside and start planting. So here is some aloe. I'm thinking about taking all this out and using this pot for maybe the tomatoes. I'm not sure. I have a small pot that I'm gonna keep some of this. We have a plant exchange place in downtown, and I've never gone. I've never seen what kind of plants are there or anything, but you can take a clipping of a plant or your own plant and go and exchange it for a different kind of plant. So I think that's pretty cool. So I might do that with some of these, get some plastic pots and put them in it and use those for exchanging plants to get different ones. But here's my lettuce. Like I said, it was doing really well. This is one big piece. The darn ants are just eating it up. I had a friend tell me I could spray some vinegar, and I still haven't done it, but I need to. I had one right here. You can see where it's still kind of brown. And then I had one here, but like I said, the ants enjoyed eating it, so I guess I was feeding the ants. But I'm gonna plant some more seeds in this and see if it'll grow, and then I'm gonna use the vinegar and see if that will help. So here are the other pots that I have. These 2 pots, I forgot I even had these. I had these at our old house, and Jason found them in the shed for me, so I'm gonna use those. And then I just bought these 2 pots, so I'm gonna use those as well. These are my tomatoes. I had to bring them over here and put them by the door because it's been storming a lot. But these are the 2 tomatoes. I did 1 slice of a tomato in each little pot, and they have just taken off. Even if they don't produce tomatoes, they're still so pretty, so I really like them. And then this was a green bell pepper. I just took the inside of it and planted it. It is really sprouting and looking good. Here's one of my plastic pots that I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna put some dirt in it and then take some of that aloe vera and plant in this. This is all I have for right now. Alright, so there's a small one. Hopefully I didn't kill it. Just gonna put that to the side.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry.
I think I'm gonna do the green peppers in this. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up with dirt. I'm gonna put the 1 green pepper plant like to itself down at the end, and then plant plant some of the seeds. I don't know how far apart you're supposed to do it. I need to look on the package. And then the summer squashes I'm gonna do in the flower pots here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do in the brown gold looking pots yet. I kind of want to do some okra, and I know that June is when you can do okra in our zone. So, but I need to get some seeds to do okra. And cucumbers, I want to do cucumbers as well. I did a little more reading on planting green peppers, and I realized that this little planter is not going to work for green bell peppers. So I'm actually going to have to change this out and get another pot.
I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now.
Okay, we have this really large pine tree. So I went and got a bunch of the needles that has fallen off, and I just put it down in the bottom so that I don't have to use a whole lot of potting soil to plant these seeds. And this will help the drainage so that it doesn't get all soggy and stuff all the time when it rains, because we are in our rainy season right now. I know you should already have your peppers in the ground, but everything I'm reading online is saying that you can still plant them in June. They'll actually take less time to germinate and grow. So I'm going to use one of those buckets and plant a few of the jalapeno seeds. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. These seeds were very inexpensive. I got them from Aldi, so I'm just gonna see if it'll work. We'll see.
Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it, that we can make the sun come out. Let us lose ourselves in a fairy tale. Who can say what's wrong?
I decided to use one of the smaller pots and try to start some cucumbers, and Kason wanted to help me plant those. These are gonna be my green peppers. And then I did 3 of the aloes. I don't know, I may just keep them outside or, like I said, exchange them at the plant exchange place. And I don't remember which one is which now. I think this one was the zucchini, I believe, and this one was the jalapeno. I don't know. We'll see whenever, if anything grows. That's gonna be the cucumbers. We're gonna try it. It worked for the bell pepper and the tomatoes. At least they sprouted. Don't know if we're actually gonna get the veggies from it, but we'll see. These are the tomatoes. Darn it, that's what I should have saved one of my pots. I wanted to do a beefsteak. My lettuce. And then these are, don't know which one's which. One is summer, yellow summer squash, and then zucchini. I'm still sweating, but this neck fan really has come in handy. I will leave the link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. If you work outside doing gardening or just yard work or going to an amusement park or whatever, football games, I'll definitely leave all the information down in the description for you. So now I think I'm going to just move my pots around a little bit, and then I'm going to go inside, change my shirt, and make a loaf of bread, because I haven't done that in a couple of weeks. So that's what I'm going to go do next. Kason got a kick out of watching the butterflies. He kept saying they were chasing one another and playing. My yogurt is done with the boiling process in the Instant Pot, so what I'm going to do is take the insert out. I'm just going to put it on my stove so that it'll cool down. Right now it's about 192 degrees, so you want to let it cool down to about 115, and I did kind of forget about it, and it was a little cooler than 115 degrees. So I'm just going to take a cup of that milk out, and then I'm going to use some yogurt that I purchased from the store. You want whole milk Greek yogurt with all the live cultures in it, and I'm going to use about 20 grams of the yogurt. I'm going to put it into that cup of milk, mix it up really well, and then place it back into the insert of the Instant Pot, and then place the insert back into the Instant Pot, and then I will hit the yogurt button again and then the adjust button until it pops up to 24 hours, and you just let it stay in the Instant Pot for 24 hours, and the next day you will have some really good yogurt. This is the next day, and as you can see, there is a little bit of liquid on the top, but I'm just going to mix that up really well. You can use cheesecloth or a big strainer and strain it, but I did not do that, and the yogurt was just fine. So I'm just going to spoon it out into my quart mason jars. I ended up getting 5 quarts out of it, and like I said, it turned out so good. You want to try to use it all up in about 2 weeks. So this is the next day, and it's Father's Day. We're going to be going down to my in-laws for dinner. So I'm going to make some deviled eggs and bring those down. I think we're having ribs and some potato salad. So I'm going to do some deviled eggs to go along with everything. I just put them in my Instant Pot. I push manual and have it on for 7 minutes, and then I will do an ice bath. Okay, so in my bread machine, I have a cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 1.5 teaspoons of active yeast. I'm just gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes until it's nice and foamy, bubbly, and then I'll add in all the other ingredients. While I am making it, I was getting a little hungry, so I'm having my yogurt parfait. I have strawberries, blueberries, chia seeds, and some pecans in here. I didn't do the flax seeds today. I just needed a little snack. This is really, really good. All right, so now I'm gonna add in 3 cups of flour, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and a teaspoon of salt. Just to clarify, I do not use vegetable oil. I actually use olive oil or avocado oil. So I'm just gonna pour that in there. The only thing that I'm using the bread machine for is just to knead the dough. I don't have a KitchenAid mixer, a stand mixer, so I just use the bread machine for that. I don't actually let the bread bake in this because I like to do it in the oven, and this makes such a short, really tall loaf of bread. I use this for sandwiches, and so I have like a really long loaf pan that I use that for. So I'm just gonna close the lid and let it do its thing, let it do its kneading, and then I'll put it in a bowl and let it rise for about an hour, and then it'll be ready to put into the oven. So I'm gonna cover this with a dish towel. I'm gonna actually put it in Kaysen's bedroom because that is the warmest bedroom in the house, and let it rise for about an hour, and then we'll put it into the loaf pan and bake it and have some homemade bread. My eggs are done, so I'm just gonna put them into an ice bath and let them cool down a little bit, and then just start peeling them. So I am going to be using my mayonnaise that I made not too long ago in the deviled eggs. My deviled egg recipe is very simple. I just use mayonnaise, mustard, some sweet relish, and some salt. And then when I put it all into the eggs, I use a little bit of paprika. Sometimes I'll use smoked paprika on the top. All right, so I'm gonna try one. The mayonnaise that I made, the recipe that I followed, I feel like it just called for way too much lemon juice. So the next time I make it, I'm not gonna put quite as much lemon because you can taste the lemon in the mayonnaise, and hopefully these taste okay because, like I said, the mayonnaise is kind of very lemony. And you can still taste the lemon. We're just having lemon deviled eggs. They're still good. It's just a little different of a flavor. I'm gonna add a little more salt to them. My dough has been rising just a little over an hour. So now I'm going to take it out of the silicone bowl, go ahead and shape it just a little bit into a more rectangular shape, and put it into my loaf pan. All right, so I'm gonna put this in a 350-degree oven. I'm gonna bake it for about 30 minutes. You want the internal temperature to be about 190 degrees. So we just got back home from my in-laws' house. We had ribs and potato salad, deviled eggs, all the good stuff. I'm just gonna do a quick reset on the living room and then get the kids in bed.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. To the groove and the light.
So my living room, kitchen, and breakfast area has been reset. I am ready for a new work week. I have my water filled up in my Keurig, ready to go to make my coffee in the morning. I hope you will check out the link down below for the neck fan. I absolutely love mine. It has definitely come in handy when I've been out in the garage or outside working, or just even inside cleaning house. It has definitely come in handy. So check out that link down below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you want to see more videos like this and just kind of relax and hang out a little bit, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.